and maybe wondering what I'm wearing here on my head. Some people might have seen this as they came in earlier during the break. So like I said, 2 years ago we had virtual reality headsets. They're now shipping in real, where you put a screen on and you can be into a virtual. So this is quite different. This is what I call mixed reality. We're lucky enough to make an application to a manufacturer and receive one of these early development units. What's different about mixed reality is I can see all of you. I can see the real world. And I can overlay a virtual element. Why is that important? It's because we build in the real world. So this allows us to see the real world and build in stuff. Let's do a couple little things here. I'm just going to open up a menu here. This thing, like the Prometheus movie, is actually scanning its environment. If I go ahead and just click on the floor here, it'll go ahead and show you a bit of a scan of what's going on here. It actually goes and maps everything for you. There it shows up. It's learning right now as I'm on the stage. So it starts to build a 3D element. So I'll show you how this works. I'm going to go ahead and open up a control panel. I'm going to come back on the stage here and make some room. Now this headset is linked into ICE. I have Drew on the side running ICE for me. And I'm going to go ahead and ask him to load in an ICE file. It'll load into ICE as well as it loads into my virtual headset. So load a dirt millwork file. And it loads right on here. I can walk right into it. Can get down into here, get a good look at it. And of course, because it's mixed reality, I can see everybody out there still. So it's pretty cool. Now because this is linked into ICE, we can do real-time changes, right? Customization. Drew, maybe behind this one cabinet, you go ahead and put a dirt wall in behind that for me. So Drew just draws a wall. You see it pop up in ICE, 2D, 3D. And as he builds it, it comes in and in real time updates here in the mixed reality. To continue on that theme, I can come over here and say, let's get some upper millwork cabinets on here. They pop right up in front of me. This is unbelievable. I can see you and see this. It's very natural and comfortable to be in the real world and see the elements that you would like to visualize. Now, when we're working on this technology, linking the real world with the virtual world, we're in the lab trying to figure things out, wearing the headset, and I needed to make sure things were correct. So I looked at the millwork one day and thought, you know, I don't think it's the right height. I think we have a bug. So without even thinking, I went and grabbed a tape measure with my glasses, and I came out with a real-life tape measure, and I held it up to the virtual to get a dimension. What does that say? About 36, 37 inches. So does that sort of emphasize this is different? You know, when you could take a real tape measure and go measure a virtual element? There's more. So what this technology is coming out is no longer just you know, viewing it and participating in it. You can actually create it. Let's go ahead and clear the stage. Go ahead and delete that millwork for me. All right. So with that, I can go ahead and create elements myself. So Drew has drawn an eye line for that wall. Well, I can go ahead and look at this floor and click to actually create like a mouse click, glance over here and click again, and I can go and create that eye line in ICE. Right? So now you can interact with your world when you're in there and design it and make changes. It's not just participation. You can be in there being productive. I'm on the side here to show you some more stuff. I'm going to go ahead and click again. Click once. And then click twice. And we can go ahead and build a solid wall this time. Awesome. All right, that's great. Now, being in this world here, I can go ahead. Let's see if this helps, guys. No? Okay. All right. I can go ahead and put this millwork, put some willow glass on here. And I love being able to put pictures on willow glass. So I'm going to go ahead and change this from this to a willow glass element using a picture of Utah. I spent a lot of time in Salt Lake working in the lab. I love exploring the Utah state, and I love taking pictures on there. Let's go ahead and update that. There we go. Now that's pretty cool. Unbelievable. I mean, it's like right here. So cool. All right. Now, I'm going to give you an idea of some of the future possibilities as the technology becomes real. It's still early development stages. Let's go ahead and load up some offices on the stage here. So now as we're building this technology, it's a platform that we're building for the future. We're looking at all the different types of displays. It's also going to be a collaborative situation. So this is not a personal experience. We could end up having multiple people wearing headsets, and they can walk through the space together, each seeing it from their point of view, being able to make changes. So it's sort of a distribution type platform that we're creating. So I'm going to go ahead and tour these new offices. Camera on the back here. All right, I can come all the way over here. Now, maybe I don't know if you can see me, I'm kind of hiding behind here. I'll probably peek out a little bit. Maybe, Drew, we can go ahead and get this changed to a glass wall. So again, real-time changes that you can either do yourself or people can do it at nice. It's all sort of multi-user. And again, just update it right in there. Watch it updating. All right. As it loads in. All right. Now I can go ahead and continue my tour. Now, as we're thinking about the obvious things, which is obviously exploring the space and seeing what you're going to be building, this technology has other opportunities too. Imagine going into a space before installation, walking through the space, in the real space, wearing the headset, looking at see where walls are going to come in, where the ceiling track's going to be, visualize all that. Imagine seeing the tile tags or the frame tags as you walk through that space. Where does this tile go? You could see it right in front of your own eyes. Pretty cool stuff with the possibilities there. Now, right now, in this case, it's a matter of looking at the virtual walls and the tags. But because it's mixed reality, imagine doing an installation, coming back a few years later, using this mixed reality technology, bring up just the wall tags over the real walls. You could see the information. You could see the frames inside. You could see the electrical. You could see where the wires are run. So we're just scratching the surface of what this technology can do. Now, it wouldn't be dirt if we didn't also have some grand timber frame. So what I'd like to do next is go ahead and load a timber frame file. And we can bring timber frame in from a number of applications. And we can also draw mezzanines within ICE as well. So we're going to go ahead and load a file here. There. Holy wow. Now that's pretty quick, and it fills the stage pretty good. That's amazing. Wow. All right, so you get the idea here. All right, now, who got a chance to get that app during the break? Okay, a few people got it. So, we're not only exploring doing this on these sort of very rare technologies, we're looking at doing this on everyday technologies like the iPhone. So what I'm going to do now is actually going to come down onto the floor here and sit with you guys. Look at that, a seat for me. Oh, perfect. All right, so hopefully everybody had a chance to get that app loaded. So you'll see an ICE Labs app there. So I'm just going to go ahead. If you've already launched it, you may need to hit home button and come back in together with me. So go ahead and hit the ICE Labs. Now it wants that seat number, so you got to pay attention whether it's a single letter or a double letter. I'm on FF401, so I punch in my seat number. All right, and once I got my seat number typed in, I'm going to go ahead and press connect. If it says fail, just try again in a minute. Here's the important step. I've got to link our world with the ICE world. Hold your phone up just above the person in front of you and perfectly align. Don't tilt it. You want those lines to be parallel, and you want the green line to go right through the black line. So to split the black line in half, tilt if necessary to get it perfectly aligned. Once it's aligned, go ahead and press calibrate. And it then links the ICE world to the real world. Somebody get it? Well, there's what you get when you try software live on demo. So probably all of the network is actually able to create that same virtual experience. Someone's got it? Yes, I see some people getting it. Yes, yeah. So you look up, you can see the timber frame. I'm going to go back out and go back in here myself. If you just go back home again, you can recalibrate. That's what I think. We had more than 50 people get the app. Oh, it's okay. Who's got it there? Someone can see it? I'll try one more time myself here. Okay, someone's got it there. So yeah, none people. So mixed reality, cloud-based, multiple participants. Look at that phone there. Look at that. That timber frame, you can see it from your seat with your phone. So I'm sure we just completely overloaded the network a little bit. That was a lot to load. I think I heard there was a couple hundred people that actually signed up, so it might have. Anyway, there we are. So pretty exciting future. We're designing the future with specialized lenses like the mixed reality. We're also designing things for everyday devices like the iPhone. That future isn't very far away anymore. It's very exciting. Have a great Connext, everybody. Thank you very much.